Scorpio. This is your girl Belladonna Krishana here with your mid-month reading. I actually have to issue an apology to each and every sign because last month I just couldn't. First of all, I am a professional makeup artist. Not you can tell right now. My makeup has been on all day. But I have been so busy with work. I had a couple jobs that I had to. Oh, it's a string here. Okay. I had a couple jobs that needed to be completed in another state. I also have been like super tired. I think I tried to do tried to do like the 1st of March readings after or 1st of May readings after the mid-April readings, and I was just too exhausted between work and everything like that. So didn't happen. That's life. But I thank you for being here now and for your subscribing and liking and commenting and your continued support through while we try to figure this all out. I am actually going to just do the mid-month readings and just stick with that. I think that that's the most easiest thing that I could do. So you should look for the mid-month readings coming out because otherwise it's not going to happen. I'll do my best, but really yeah, it was a lot. So anyway, so what energies is going on? What's going on with you guys? I kind of feel like you guys are in sort of, and I know Cancer just entered Venus, but I feel like you guys are in sort of a Cancerian energy. And what I mean by that is Cancer is a crab, and they like to, if they've gone through really traumatic situations or they're not really sure of their surroundings, they go into their shell and they sort of retreat until they feel like it's safe to come out. And I feel like you guys have kind of been in that same sort of energy on some level. You guys haven't really been moving forward in the way that you should, maybe in other areas of your life, but not necessarily in the areas that are most important to you. Because you guys are kind of shell shocked and you're like, it's not safe. It's not safe. I'm going to bury myself in a hole and I'm just going to stay here. It's safe. It's comfortable. It's warm. And I feel like you guys are going to be coming out of that, or that you guys need to work to come out of that, because that's not where life is lived. Life is not lived in the whole. Okay. Yeah. So we have the Ace of, what is this? The Ace of Scepters. Okay, so let's get into the actual reading itself. Okay, so I put these cards down. So here we are in the Hangman energy, and you guys are just kind of like blissfully, sort of like, let's see if this is like better since there's like more light over here. I have candles burning right now. I just thought it was a nice ambiance. Anyway, we have the Hangman energy. Right? And the Hangman energy, he's not going anywhere. He's just kind of like suspended. He's upside down. He could go right. He could go left. But really, he's just kind of like, let me just stay here for a minute. And whatever brought him to that point, he's kind of just suspended. He's not going anywhere. He's just there. We have the Prince of Swords here. This actually speaks to a bit of an immaturity. I'm not saying that you guys are immature. I'm saying that the action of not of being so shell shocked that you go inward and you don't come out. Healing is one thing, but just for the sake of safety per se is a little bit immature. And so, this is basically saying like you guys are kind of fighting battles, but not in the most wisest fashion. This is the Prince of Swords. This is not the King of Swords. This is not the Knight of Swords. This is the Prince of Swords. This is somebody who doesn't really know the power that they have necessarily. They're not necessarily using their sword in the correct fashion. They're kind of like they're pushing people away, and then they're attracting sort of the wrong people, and they're not really in the best place to actually fight the battle that needs to be fought, basically. And as being the prince, eventually become the king, right? Or the king, or the knight. And this is for men or women. It could be the princess and the queen. Either way, the idea is that the battle that needs to be fought, the transition from being the prince into being the king, requires bravery. Okay. It requires courage. And right now we're just not at that place, because we've been just a little shell shocked. Understandable. But life has changed. Life is transition, seasons. Life is about seasons. And so things are going to constantly come in and out of your life, and you can't just bury yourself in a hole every time it happens. We have the Ace of Scepters. So there is an energy abound that wants you to build. It is now time for, this is your first, this is really, if you were building a house, this is your first brick, or this is your first, beam, your first 4x5. This is laying foundations. This is the concrete floor. This is now the time to start building. It's fine. You were treated. That was a season. The season's over. Move out. Do so or be dragged. That is sort of, because the energy is there already, and so as the energy of creativity starts to flow, you can create things within chaos, and confusion, or you can create things with clarity and healing. But either way, these things are going to be created. The energy is already there. So this is the deck that I typically use when I do readings. I'm available for readings. If you guys would like some, go ahead and hit me up. My email address is down below in the description box. Blah, 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 blah. The normal stuff. So anyway, we're going to shuffle these a couple times so that we sort of, I just did the Pisces reading, so we're going to kind of clear it from the Pisces energy. Okay, one more time. One more time. Do, 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 do. All right, so I wish I had some like spunky endorsements or something like that, because I could like be like, oh, by the way, while I'm shuffling, brought to you by, I don't know, I don't have anything. So anyway, we have, let's pull up 6 cards here. I'm seeing some of these cards already. I'm like, really though? All right. So, past energy, 10 of rods. Ooh, y'all can be some like real, like, it's not even that other people burden you guys, it's that you guys burden yourselves. It's like, I've always associated, I've said this before, I've always associated the Scorpios with being not the calm waters, but like the real raging stormy waters, the typhoon, the tornadoes. And sometimes your own emotions can bog you down, and sort of the gun that you're hearing is the gun you're shooting off in your own home, kind of thing, and that's why you guys have PTSD, or rather there were energies that contributed to it, but no one can do more to you than you can do to your own head. And so you guys, yeah, of course you guys are like in your shell. You're like, there were guns going off. Don't know, don't care who set them off. Maybe I did. I don't really care. I'm just going to stay in my hole. It's safe here. We have the sun in reverse. The sun's waiting to meet you. You can't, listen, there ain't no sun in the hole. There ain't no sun in the hole. You in the hole, and you're not going to be happy there. Like, the sun isn't going to be there. There isn't anything in that hole that nourishes you. You might find some critters here and there, but that's about it. That hole isn't going to be the thing that nourishes you. Coming out in the sun, coming out in all this sun is going to nourish you. What does that mean? That having that freedom to let go, allowing yourself to feel, even this is like summertime, maybe even having like a little flingy flang, a little something that just kind of gets you out of that energy, something that you're not necessarily holding on to, in the way that it's going to, because you guys got a lot of healing to do. So I don't really foresee that in the near future, you guys are going to really be in a place where you're ready for the ultimate partner, ultimate career, ultimate this, ultimate that. It's not really like that. It's like there's a little bit more healing that has to be done in the process. But this is more so like come out and like let the sun sort of like do its thing. The sun grows things. The sun nourishes. The sun gives life. That's the kind of life you need right now. You know, we have the Chariot. And so some of you guys may actually be, this could indicate a couple things. As I heard it described, which I thought was really interesting. So you have like the white Sphinx, then you have the black Sphinx, you know, and this is basically talking about like the two lions that want to go two different ways. And I don't remember who said that, but I thought it was really brilliant. So it's the lions that want to go two different ways. And so on one level, the part of you is ready to actually charge forward and move forward. And then the other one, which is very opposite, wants to sort of stay in the hole, and the two can't coincide together. And here you are, the driver of the chariot. And so you're the one who has to drive your lions in the direction of which you want it to go. And so this could also speak to, I don't think I just said this, maybe. This could also speak to travel. So a lot of you guys might find yourself traveling quite a bit. And in the process of traveling, finding things that really start to nourish and heal you, and you start to actually feel that sort of sun energy, or at least crave that sort of sun energy. We have the Ace of Swords, but the Ace of Swords is in reverse. And so there are certain battles that are being fought right now. And this could be the battle of the mind. This could be the battle of the heart. This could be, trying to gain a new position. This could be that you have just started dating someone and you're just kind of in the process of talking to them. But there are certain battles, certain things happening in your life right now that's going to take a little bit more time. But you can't let that time that's going to take make you also retreat and think that there's going to be like guns and fire and things like that sort of going on. You're going to have to kind of just trust the process of things. I have the Knight of Cups that sort of supports the idea of trusting the process. We have the Knight of Cups. And so there are some energies around you that want to come forth in your life, but they're slow moving and they're kind of waiting for you to catch up. Emotionally, or even mentally. It's just kind of waiting for you to catch up, waiting for you to get to the point where you've actually incorporated those things within yourself before those things can actually become a part of your, outside reality. This also speaks of dreamers. So if you have an idea or something that you've been wanting to do, this can also speak of it taking just a little bit more time for you to actually realize your full vision so you can actually propel yourself forward. But ultimately speaking, and this is really, really good. I know that this reading might have been just like a tad bit drab, but this is actually pretty good because you have the World card. And the World card speaks of there are this even in the process of you being in the hole, it's not like you were actually necessarily doing anything wrong. Okay, you weren't doing anything wrong, and I'm not trying to say that. I know it sounds like that, but I'm not trying to say that you guys are doing anything wrong. What I am trying to say, however, is that it's now time to get out of that hole and to actually move forward and incorporate these things into your life if this is what you really want. And we have some really great planetary influences that are going to help propel you within the next 2 years so that things might actually be a lot more stable than you might even think they will be. And we have the World card, which is the card of completion, the card of victory, the card of integration. We have this sort of version in the middle, and basically this will be your time where you're able to actually move on to the new thing. And that's fantastic. So let's see, what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Eight of Rods. Yeah, so once you actually do the work, once you're actually ready, things are going to actually start moving really, really quickly. But this is about the time for those who are really into law of attraction and manifestation and things like that. This will probably be a good time for you to use those tools in order to really, really gain what you want. Also healing, also letting go, also forgiveness of yourself and others. Okay? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys mid-month in July. Wait, July? Yeah, in July. July. Yeah. I'll see you guys mid-month July. All right. Thank you. Bye.